You looked in the mirror this morning and something felt wrong. Not broken. Not unfixable. Just off. And you couldn't put your finger on it. That feeling has a name. And if you have a pixie cut, or you're thinking about getting one, there is a very specific reason it happens, and most women never find out what it is. Here's what nobody tells you. A pixie cut done right is one of the most powerful, face-framing choices a woman over 60 can make. But a pixie cut done wrong is quietly adding years to your face every single morning. And the mistake is almost always invisible until someone finally names it. There is one detail in part 3 that a senior stylist told me is the single most common pixie mistake she corrects in women over 60. She said most of her clients have been living with it for years without knowing. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we're covering 4 pixie cut mistakes women over 60 should avoid. And by part 2, Part 1, the too tight, too short cut that flattens everything. You sat in that salon chair and said the words, "Just clean it up." Or maybe, "A little shorter on the sides." And the stylist obliged. And you left feeling fine. Not transformed. Not radiant. Fine. Here's what was actually happening in that chair. The most common pixie mistake women over 60 make is going too short and too tight across the sides and back. And it is doing something very specific and very unkind to your face. When the sides are cut too close, your head shape becomes the dominant visual. And when your head shape leads, your cheekbones follow, and not in the direction you want. This specific mistake is visually compressing the width of your face at exactly the wrong zone, flattening your cheekbones and pulling the eye downward. That single choice is adding 4 to 6 years to how your face reads in any light. I watched a woman in a salon chair last month. Genuinely stunning bone structure, perfect posture, silver hair that caught the light beautifully. And her stylist was taking the sides closer and closer. Here is the key insight most women never hear. The pixie cut is not a short hairstyle. It is a sculpted style. Length is not the point. Shape is everything. When the sides are kept with just a little more length, even a centimeter, the cut creates a soft frame around your temples. That frame lifts your cheekbones visually and keeps the eye moving upward. Upward is younger. Always. The fix is specific. Ask your stylist for side length that just grazes the top of the ear, rather than sitting above it. Ask for texture through the crown, not bulk, texture, so the top of the cut holds a gentle lift rather than lying flat against the skull. Ask to keep a small amount of movement at the nape rather than a hard line. Each of these is a one-sentence instruction. Each one shifts the entire visual balance of your face. This one is everything. The swap is simple. If you have been asking for tight, close sides, swap that instruction for just past the ear, with texture. If your stylist has been taking the back to a hard line, ask for Part 2, the wrong fringe decision that ages the jawline. Bold truth. The fringe on your pixie cut is either framing your face or fighting it. There is no middle ground. And most women over 60 are on the wrong side of that line, without knowing it. This is the mistake I see most often on women who have had a pixie for years. They found a fringe they liked in their 40s, and they have kept it ever since. But your face has changed. Your bone structure has shifted slightly, beautifully, naturally. And the fringe that flattered you then is now doing something completely different. The specific problem is this. A blunt, heavy fringe cut straight across the forehead is visually lowering your brow line and shortening the upper third of your face. When the upper third shortens, the middle of the face, your cheeks, your nose, the space between your eyes and mouth, appears longer by comparison. That lengthening of the middle third is one of the most aging visual effects a hairstyle can create. It is adding years quietly, every single day. Have you ever wondered why your face looks? Here is the insight. A fringe works with your face when it follows the natural arc of your brow bone, not when it imposes a straight horizontal line across it. For women over 60, a wispy, side-swept fringe or an open textured fringe that lifts away from the forehead does something extraordinary. It reveals the upper face. It lets your brow bone do its work. And your brow bone, regardless of age, is one of the most elegant structural features on your face. When it is visible, your eyes read wider, your expression reads more open, and your entire face reads younger. Write this one down. The fix is one word: angle. Ask your stylist to cut your fringe on a soft diagonal rather than straight across. A wispy diagonal fringe that sweeps to one side opens the forehead, lifts the brow visually, and adds length to the upper face. If you prefer a shorter fringe, ask for texture at the ends rather than a blunt line. Soft, feathered ends break that horizontal, and let light move across your face rather than stop at it. There is one more thing about fringe length, part 3, the texture and product mistake that collapses the cut. You left the salon feeling incredible. The cut was right. The shape was right. You looked in the mirror on the way out and something finally clicked. And then 3 days later, it was gone. That lift, that lightness, that thing the stylist did that you could never quite replicate. Here's what nobody tells you. For women over 60, hair texture changes. Not dramatically, quietly. And the products and techniques that worked on your hair 5 years ago are now actively working against your pixie cut. This is the mistake a senior stylist I spoke to said she corrects more than any other in women over 60. Most of her clients have been using the same product routine for years, and that routine is collapsing their cut within 48 hours of leaving her chair. The specific problem is heavy product. Serums, glossing creams, smoothing balms, anything with weight, are designed to lie the hair down. On a pixie cut over 60, lying the hair down is the one thing you cannot afford. Your hair at this stage has less natural density than it did at 40. When you add weight, you are not smoothing, you are flattening. And a flat pixie cut removes all the architectural lift that makes the cut frame your face. Yes, that's simple. The insight is this: what your cut needs after 60 is not smoothing. It needs structure and air. Those are two completely different things, and they require completely different products. Here is what to swap. If you are using a smoothing serum, swap it for a light texturizing spray, or a fine powder volumizer applied at the root before styling. If you are using a glossing cream through the lengths, swap it for a tiny amount of light hold wax worked only through the ends and the crown points, never through the root zone. If you are blow drying the hair flat, swap to directing the dryer upward and forward at the root, lifting as you dry rather than pressing down. Each of these is a 30-second change. Each one restores the lift. Part 4. The color placement mistake that flattens the entire cut. There's a reason your pixie looks stunning in real life and slightly flat in photographs. You've probably blamed the lighting, or the angle, or the camera. It is none of those things. It is color placement. And once you understand what it is doing to your cut, you will never look at a photograph of yourself the same way again. Here is the mistake. Women over 60 with pixie cuts are overwhelmingly choosing single process color. One flat, even tone applied root to tip. It looks polished in the salon. It looks intentional. And it is quietly removing every dimension your cut was designed to create. A pixie cut relies on light and shadow to show its shape. The layers, the texture, the angles your stylist spent 40 minutes building. All of it is visible only because of the way light catches different sections of hair differently. When your color is flat and uniform, the light has nothing to catch. The shape disappears. And in photographs, a flat pixie on silver or gray hair, this one is everything. Here is the insight. Dimension does not mean highlights. It does not mean bleach. It does not mean a dramatic change. For a pixie cut over 60, dimension means strategic lightness at the crown and temples, just 2 to 3 shades lighter than the base, placed specifically where the cut has its highest points. Those lighter pieces catch the light, and when they catch the light, they reveal the architecture of the cut. The layers become visible. The shape reads clearly, and your cheekbones, your beautiful bone structure, suddenly have something to work with. There is a technique your colorist may not have mentioned yet. It is called face framing baby lights, very fine, very soft lightning placed only at the temple pieces and the very top of the crown. Not foils. Not chunks. Threads of light. This is a one-session change, and the result is a cut that reads three-dimensional in every photograph for the next 3 to 4 months. The swap is precise. If you have been requesting single process color, swap that conversation for face framing baby lights at the crown and temples only. If your colorist has been matching your color, you just learned 4 specific pixie cut mistakes that most women spend years living with. And you got the exact fix for every single one of them in one sitting. You didn't just watch a video. You changed how you'll look the next time you sit in that salon chair. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now your cut will finally show it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 4 mistakes were you making without knowing it? I read every single one. Next time, we're getting into the one earring mistake that women over 60 make that visually shortens the neck. And it is not the size of the earring. It is the shape. And it is far more common than you would think. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path.